One kick, one crossbar, one moment that stopped an entire continent from making World Cup history. This is the story of the penalty miss that broke Africa's heart. In 2010, the World Cup was hosted in Africa for the first time ever. South Africa was the host nation. The stadiums were loud. The vuvuzelas were everywhere. And the whole continent was waiting for one African team to do something nobody had ever done before: reach a World Cup semifinal. By the quarterfinals, Ghana had become Africa's last hope. They were not just playing for Ghana anymore. They were playing for an entire continent. The match was Ghana versus Uruguay, a World Cup quarterfinal. The score was 1-1. Extra time was almost over. And then came the moment. Ghana attacked. The ball bounced inside the box. A header went toward goal. It looked like it was going in. It looked like Ghana were about to make history.
But on the line, Luis Suarez stopped the ball with his hand. Not with his head, not with his chest, with his hand. The referee gave him a red card, and Ghana got a penalty in the final seconds of extra time. This was it. One kick to become the first African team ever to reach a World Cup semifinal. One kick to create history on African soil. One kick to send an entire continent into celebration. Asamoah Gyan stepped up. Gyan was not some random player. He was Ghana's star. He was confident. He had already carried his country through massive pressure moments. But this kick was different. This was not just a penalty. This was history. He ran up. He struck it with power, and the ball smashed against the crossbar. No goal, no history, no semifinal. Ghana players dropped. The crowd froze. Africa's dream stopped inches above the goal line. And the cruelest part? The match was not over. It went to a penalty shootout. And Asamoah Gyan did something most players would never have the courage to do. After missing the biggest penalty of his life, he stepped up again in the shootout. And this time, he scored. That tells you everything about his mentality. But Ghana still lost the shootout. Uruguay went through. Ghana went home. And Africa was left wondering what could have been. This is why people still remember that penalty.